Hi all, it's Barb coming to you from my craft studio. My Totally Tiffany order finally arrived. DHL is just awful. It was supposed to originally be here Friday, the 17th, I think. Yeah, that would be right. And they moved it up to Thursday. Didn't come Thursday. They rescheduled it for Friday. Didn't come Friday. Nothing from them on Saturday. Sunday they told me we're going to deliver it today. Nope. Today, Monday, they finally delivered it. See, I would have been okay with that if they hadn't moved it up and then kept telling me, oh, it's on the truck for delivery today. It's on the truck for delivery today. No, it wasn't. Or they simply weren't coming out this far. But they should have a system in place to say, okay, these packages were on the truck yesterday. We need to start further in the route and make sure those get delivered today. Anyways, I ordered on $10 Tuesday. Be 2 weeks tomorrow. Which I still don't think 2 weeks from the UK is bad. I've had orders from the US take just that long, if not longer. As a matter of fact, I have one that I ordered about the same time. Actually, it may have been the same day. From Stamps of Life. And it's not expected for a couple more days. So, but I ordered 2 of the Nancy. I had one of her, and I thought I would like a few more. I forget what it was. Hopefully I wrote it down because I don't remember what it was. I ordered the project planners. I got 4 of these. It's going to sound morbid what I plan to do with these. But I used one when I was putting together my father-in-law's memorial service and the photo boards and the books. And I've decided I want to start one for me and my husband. Possibly my mother-in-law. We need to talk to her after there was some family drama and all that. I told my husband I think he needs to sit down with his mom and his sister, and they need to find out exactly what she wants, so that we don't have to deal with any of that ever again. Otherwise, I'm tempted to just say, I'm out of it. I'm not doing anything because nothing I did was right before. And then one more item on $10 Tuesday was the magnetic design kit. I don't think they give you the little magnets anymore. Oh, it does still say 8 super strong magnets. I thought maybe they didn't do that anymore because she had mentioned something about choking hazard. I know on HSN they won't send the little magnets, but I have one of these and I've got it on top of my. I don't know if I can get this in the view. There's stuff sitting on top of it too. One of my Tiffany carts. Right now my Halloween paper's sitting on it, but yeah, you can't really see it. Don't know if I can get it to go down just a little bit more or not. There a little bit, but so I want to put 2 side by side so that when I'm working on a scrapbook layout, I can have the 24 inches all laid out and use the rulers and the little. I have some other little magnets too. They're just, I think they might be in my cart over there. But Tiffany is doing a 12-week GOC. Let me move this back real quick. It's in conjunction with Creative Scrapbooker magazine. So usually she does 8 weeks. This one's a 12-week. She kind of splits what she used to call 2 a week, which up. So instead of putting them all in 1 week, she's got a die week, a stamp week, an embossing folder week. I seem like I'm missing some. Oh, a punch week. Each of those have their own week now. She did combine photos and mementos together. She split color week into 2. And she added, there's not a travel week, but she added tools like scissors and rulers and stuff, which she doesn't usually cover. And she added adhesives as a week. There might have been another one, but that's kind of the overall picture. Since my room is mainly done, I do have a pile over there of containers one for each week. A couple of them have nothing in them. But my photo memento week has gotten really big, and I know there's more photos downstairs, and I also got to get the ones for my mother-in-law, because I'm going to try to organize hers if it's okay with her. I have to ask her that. I don't think she'll care. In any case, I want to go through them again because she gave me all of her cards, which that's part of what's sitting over there too, because she wanted me to kind of put them in an album for her. So I know there's cards in with the photos, so I need to go through them again and pull those out. But this time with my paper, somebody had asked in the challenge group, when you sort your paper like in fall, do you divide by apples, pumpkins, leaves, or and I said, well, I haven't, but I like that idea. I said I would never do that the first week. I would get all my paper sorted into broader categories first. So I said I did fall, and then I said I have subcategories for like Halloween and Thanksgiving, but I didn't break down any further than that. Same thing in other seasons. I said I would get that done first, and then in the future, if you want to go down and drill down a little bit more, you can do that, which I've done a lot of that through my regular paper over the years too. Like I think I used to just have all the solids in one area, and now in my solid paper I kind of start with the unnamed paper, the stuff I pick up cheap at Michael's and Hobby Lobby that I use a lot for card making, or if I just need a little scrap. Then I have my basil in. I put those in order by name. I am awful at shades. I just am. And if I put that, and since I use those ones, and a lot of times I'm looking for a specific named color, it's easier for me to find that way. If I want a particular shade, it's easy to thumb through. And then I do my patterns, and I broke those down. So I have like I have double-sided at the front, because I usually use double-sided paper only when I truly need double-sided paper, if that makes any sense. And then I have like dot stripes, plaids, wood grain, wood look, floral. And then I think I have one called the rest. They're still all whatever color, and then they just don't fit into any of those. I probably only have 1 or 2 sheets of that design, so it isn't worth giving it its own category. And then I have my specialty paper, my foils, my glitters, my vellum. I know there's more, but that type of paper that's a little bit special. So that's kind of how I've done my paper over here. But this was actually in a wedding thing, and I'm thinking about putting it in my Halloween. I could see it for graduation too, but I'm thinking about, but I do more Halloween stuff than I do graduation or weddings, so I'm thinking about just putting it in my Halloween, because I think it would look pretty as a Halloween paper. So my goal this week is to go through my paper. I'm not sure I'm going to go through the solid stuff, because I did do that last challenge, but I did my themes already, and I've started my calendar year. I did fall. I started with fall, and then I'm working my way through the seasons, because I figured I'll use fall right now, so it made more sense to get that one drilled down a little bit more, and then Halloween's next, because I'll be using that soon. So I want to do those. And then there are some papers, I kind of pulled some of my paper pads apart that were fall or Halloween. Well, I haven't done Halloween yet, but fall. I'll do the Halloween ones. And some of them that didn't necessarily have to be fall, like it was orange paper. I'm going to put that in with my orange paper. So that's kind of, so I'll have to go through rainbow one more time for that, but I'm going to wait till I finish going through everything before I go and file that stuff. That way I only have to go through once. But that's kind of where I'm at. I'm also trying to organize in my house. I tried to do this Get Organized challenge. It was for the house, but they kind of called the Get Organized headquarters or something like that. And I watched several of the videos, and I was glad I didn't pay for it, because I just didn't like it. For one thing, there were multiple presenters, and some of them did more than one, but they spent probably the first 10 minutes of the class explaining who they were. And it's like, no. my time's more valuable than that. Refer me to a video so that if I like your class, I can go watch more from you, and then I can watch and see how you got into all of it and watch your other videos. And most of them, the ones I watched all the way through, which that was several of them, and then several more, I kind of fed through and tried to watch parts and see. I just didn't find hardly any useful information. Most of it, quite honestly, was common sense stuff. And the other part was pressuring you to just live a minimalist lifestyle. I'm not looking to be a minimalist. I will never be a minimalist. I want to organize what I have, and yes, I know there's things I've got to get rid of, and I plan to do that. But I'm not going to go down to where get rid of things that I like and I use just because I have too much stuff, according to these people. The only person that I have to please with how much stuff I have is myself and my hubby. Nobody else's opinion matters. It's just how I feel about it. Come to my home and you think I have too much junk, don't come to my home again. I'm okay with that. But anyways, that's kind of where I'm at. So this week I'm doing, it's a closet off the downstairs bath. It technically is the main bath, but we always use the upstairs one off the master bedroom because we spend more of our time upstairs. I got that all emptied out. Well, mostly emptied out. I did leave the couple shelves, but I kind of went through and rearranged, pulled stuff off and rearranged what was there so that it's truly stuff that I want and more organized for how I use it. But I want to get a couple of bigger plastic containers for my seasonal craft stuff because I keep some of that, the chunkier stuff, down there in that closet. And right now I have it in several small ones, and I think what I'm going to do instead is put it in a big one and then have like one small one for the Halloween goodies that I give to the neighbor kids and stuff, and Valentine's. I got Valentine's, Christmas, Halloween, and Easter, I think. So keep the little 4 one, and I think I can put them up above, put the big one and then the small one on top and have, or in the front maybe, but that way I think it'll be better organized than having my seasonal decor up there, because that stuff was in smaller containers, so it was stacked, so it was hard to get to what I wanted. It wasn't the most efficient use of the space, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do better, instead of thinking I have to get rid of everything. Yes, there's stuff that needs to go and will go, and there's some tough decisions that are going to have to be made, but it's more about making better use of the space that I have. And I've known I've needed to do this for a while, but trying to go through some of my stuff with my mother-in-law has made me realize I need to do it more. I'm never going to be a minimalist. My kids are still going to have to go through stuff, but if I can have it more organized, it'll be easier for them. Instead of, I'm finding out there, paperwork shoved here, paperwork shoved there. And my mother-in-law she goes, he used to be really good at filing everything, and the last few years he's just kind of shoved it wherever. So I'm like, because she was asking, she goes, oh, I need the number for cable company. I said, I didn't get any of those bills. I said, I found one. I said, so I probably have the number, but I said, a lot of the utilities, I don't have any copies of those. I didn't find them. I don't know where they are. I did tell hubby it's time for the discussion about breaking things down more. I've been so tired. The fatigue has set back in on me, and some of the chest pressure and pain, which it's not my heart. I know it's not my heart, so that's good, but I don't like experiencing it. Some of that's coming back, and I know it's a matter of I'm overdoing. So I said, I think we're going to have, I said, I'll be okay for a few more months, I think. I don't think it's gotten that bad yet. But I said, something's got to be done. And I said, and I want to do this organization house, and I'm wanting to finish it before the holidays, so I got to get a move on. But probably the worst 2 rooms are the closet and downstairs bath, because they tend to become a I'll shove it here for lack of anywhere else to put it thing. And the back porch is that way too. It's an enclosed back porch, and I keep my Christmas decorations out there, and I think my spring and maybe my Thanksgiving and my winter are out there. Oh, and Valentine's. I put the ones out there that I don't want to have to track to the garage in the middle of in winter for, and spring's there because spring here is still winter. So that's kind of, but I want to get it more efficiently organized, and I need to go through, there's some kitchen stuff out there, containers and stuff. I want to go through those and get rid of them. If I need more containers, I want to buy a little bit nicer ones instead of having all these cheapy ones that don't hold up well. So that's kind of where I'm at in organization for not only my craft room, but my house. I'm going to try to share some pictures on Instagram of before and afters as I do it, but we'll see how well it goes. I hate how my downstairs bathroom looks. Even if it's completely organized, it's very outdated, as is the kitchen, so I hate how it looks. So sharing that might be a challenge for me because I don't like how it looks, and would rather not, I guess, share it publicly because I don't like how it looks, so why would I want to share it? But anyways, that's kind of where I'm at. I've got a lot on my plate. I know that's a lot to take on for me, especially right now with being a little bit overwhelmed already. But it is also something that needs to be done. Like I said, I want to get these albums started. One for me, one for hubby, and I think one for mother-in-law. One thing I want to do too is go through photos, scan them, and at least do like a flash drive for each of us, and possibly in the cloud have a folder for each of us and give instructions for how to access those inside the binder so that our kids can get to them should that ever be necessary. Well, when that's necessary, I guess it's always going to be necessary for everybody at some point, but we don't like to think about that, but it is really something you should be somewhat prepared for. And I know we need to get a will made too, but you just find yourself putting those things off. But anyways, thanks for joining me. I'll catch you next time.